Welcome to Deep Thought. Focus on what gives you power in life. I'm going to tell you what, just going through life, focus on what gives you power. And what do I mean by power? It don't mean that you controlling other people, and definitely don't mean like you can just use your mind and move people around or fly. Now, if you can do that, hey, that's great. But what I mean by power is what is empowering you to do the things that you want to do? What's empowering you in your mission? What do you feel good doing? Like the thing that empowers me is just having knowledge of different things. I have a couple books now. One is even a work of fiction that I need to finish reading. But I'm reading these books for empowerment, to get an idea about something. And I always had plenty of people look over my shoulders. These books were empowering in one way or the other. And then I've talked before about just paying attention to people, having knowledge of people. And then one of the things I do, I pay attention to patterns. I pay attention to how people are behaving. That gives me power. That allows me to move in a certain way. That allows me to move with authority. You can do the same thing. Like the power piece. One of the main things you want to use it for is to make money. We all want to make money. We all have to make money. Most of us, 99.99% of us, we can't just live on like a hermit existence. We can't just live in the like on some land somewhere. Somebody probably owns that land. All of us need money. But how do you get that money? You have to have knowledge of what you're doing. Knowledge applied is power, no matter what the job is. Now, I always joke about having 1,000 jobs. I've worked for the government, but I've also worked for private firms. I've worked retail. Let me use a retail example. One of the things I did when I worked at this big retail department store, I'm not going to call their name, but one of the things I did was merchandising. But that gave me power because I knew how to put stuff out so people would buy it. I knew how to, straighten it up, make it look good. As one of my coworkers said, make it pop. So people would buy it, people would see it. That is power right there. And then dealing with people, whatever job, whether it was working in the government, private retail, whether it was vending. On my money channel, I always, every week, for the past few weeks, I've been talking about vending. But just dealing with different people. I was able to make money because one of my powers was just getting along with people. One of my powers was knowing how to sell to people. Like when you're talking about selling, you're really talking about connecting with people. It's not so much the product as connecting with people, because I've seen other salespeople do that. They not selling, they can get the product from wherever, but if they connect with people, people might buy it from you. There have been many times that people might not want one of my main products, but they might get something from me because of connection. But that's a power. That's a power right there. Whatever power, whatever helps you to get through life, whatever helps you to make money, to have good relationships with people, to really live a more positive life, focus on developing that power. If you're one of those people, like you can really get along with people. You extroverted, you can talk to anybody, but it's really helping you. Focus on developing that. Keep practicing that. Or if you're more introverted, that's your power, but it's really helping you to do the things that you have to do in life. Focus on developing it. See, one of the things, power is the ability to move. Power is the ability to get something done. Whatever it is, whatever helps you to make money, whatever helps you to move through the world with authority. Now, like for one person, it can be being extroverted. For another person, it could be introverted. Hey, if it works for you, whatever works for you. Now, if something isn't working for you, you need to develop that power. Like you might be that person, you're not so much as introverted, but shy. But you can work better if you connect with people better. Work on that, or at least enough to do something. Now, I know a young man now, he would call himself shy, but I was like, people always paying attention to you. Just work on it. You don't have to talk with everybody, but when you encounter people, you still want to have the ability to talk with them because he stands out. He's taller than average, so he does stand out. And then I know another young man. This young man, I mean, he's personally going through a lot because he has some anxiety or something. But I was like, but he's actually very good on fixing things, especially, this technology. I was like, you know what? He could probably make a lot of money helping people with their technology, especially some older folks. We don't know technology. He could probably work and get something done, start a business. But that's his power. I mean, this dude knows technology. He'd definitely fix your laptop, your phone, whatever. But that's his power. And that's what he needs. That will give him the ability to move through life, to really do something, to make money. And he didn't get the message directly from me. I gave it to him through his sibling. But that's his power. And we all have something. We all have some gift. Every single one of us has some talent. And that talent, we can use that to make money. We can use that to be happy, whatever. But we have to focus on that. That's our power. We all have power. Yeah, as far as I know, there's nobody who can fly or levitate stuff. As far as I know, they might be somebody, who knows. But every single one of you, even if your power might be able to make plants grow. Okay, do something with that. Your power might be able to really clean up something, really make something clean. Okay, focus on that. Your power may be able to drive a car real well and drive other people and interact with them. Okay, focus on that, whatever it is. But focus on whatever gives you that power, because then you can move through life a little bit easier. You can get things done. You can go to maybe a higher level. Whatever it is. Like I said, I don't know what it is, but you know what it is. I don't know what it is with you. Every single person, I don't care who they are. I don't care who they are. Shoot, they can be on the spectrum. They can be on the spectrum. And what they've been finding with many people, many young people, older people on the spectrum is they always have something they're good at. Maybe not everything, but they have something that they're good at. That's what you want to focus on, all right? So, anyway, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for today, all right? Think on this, and I'll get back with you next week. Peace and blessings.